February 4th, we have the date, when they all get sworn in, right? When they all get sworn in and they officially have the gavels, as they say. So they'll get sworn in, now the gavels. Do I think they're going to do this for a year and a half going into the election because they want to win the election? Yeah. I don't think they can help themselves. I think this is where they're going to go. I don't think they give a damn about the average American voter. Honestly, American citizen. If they did, they wouldn't have set up the immigration that they did. And I think it's terrible because it's going to start a perpetual pendulum. Every one of our presidents is going to get investigated left, right, and center for anything they've done. You know, you burped without saying excuse me when you're in college. We're going to investigate that, you know. And then at the end of it, you know what's going to happen? They're all going to pardon their entire families and all these preemptive pardons. You know, Peru. How many of the last 6 presidents of Peru have been indicted for corruption and gone to jail?
Peru?
Yes.
All of them.
6.
Yeah.
So it's like,
everybody.
And I think, and I'm not being funny, Pat, we can look this up. I think we're heading toward that kind of a thing where suddenly the debate in the barbershop has been replaced by absolute, anger at each other and absolute ire. And now we're going to have politics where it's a game of, okay, my turn. I got the House. I've got the committees. I've got the gavels. Okay, my turn. And we're going to go back and forth and back and forth. I think it's terrible.
Lindy, there's something that has never been said in this coverage and explains why they're doing this. As James Carville, in the spirit of James Carville, it's the money, stupid. These people are massively in debt. When I came out and said in 2024 that they were tens of millions in debt, they actually issued a press release saying that I was a liar. Turns out, months later, when they had to file the FEC report, guess what? They said they were $20 million in debt. I was telling the truth, obviously. And they are so in debt, I kid you not, they put their own headquarters up as collateral for a loan. They are hundreds of millions of dollars behind the Republican National Committee. These people desperately need money in advance of 2028, and that's where they're going to do this because otherwise their base will not give. They are addicted to Trump. I don't know what they're going to do when Trump leaves the scene because, frankly, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, they don't incite the same type of anger. And Orange Man Bad is their entire fundraising machine. You think that Kamala Harris is such a talent that she somehow managed to raise $2.5 billion in 7 weeks? Let me tell you, I know the woman. She's not talented. She's a mid. All right, she's a mid. She raised $2.5 billion.
What's a mid mean?
She's like,
she's an
average.
Oh,
yeah, okay. I think she's lower than mid, but yeah, please go ahead.
I was being generous.
Yeah, you're being very generous.
Very nice today. Today I'm feeling generous.
Keep going. I'm with you on this, especially what Tim brought from U.S. subsidy money.
Exactly. And now they're hurting because USAID has been gutted.
Oh, they shut it down?
Well, I mean,
oh, wow, whoops.
Well, Trump, did the entire country a service by slicing up funding. But these people are desperate for money, and Ken Martin right now is a clown. The chair of the Democratic National Committee is a clown. And after I expose the celebrity payments to people like Beyonce and Cardi B, the big donors are not giving. There are donors behind the scenes who are still calling me saying, we still have no answers for why they spent $350,000 a night slapping Kamala Harris's mug on Las Vegas Sphere, thinking that was a good idea. How many votes do you think that got her? And frankly, I think negative votes because people obviously saw through that. But these people have nothing without Trump. They're addicted to him. They pretend to hate him, but they're actually hooked on him.
Let me ask you a question. So for me, when I go to a restaurant, let's just say it's a restaurant I love. Like I went to a restaurant the other day. I won't say the order of what I ordered, but I didn't like it.
Casa de Angelo?
I won't say what I ordered because if I do, people will know what restaurant it is. But it wasn't good. And I would score a 3 out of a 10. And it's usually at least an 8. But I'll forgive them and I'll go back because it's one time. But what happens to donors, major donors on the Democratic Party, when they give $500,000, or they give $1 million, or they give $2 million, or they give real money, or Robert, Downey Jr. hosting a meeting, and then all of a sudden it's like, what the hell happened? And he writes the op-ed. You know which one I'm talking about. How often is there buyer's remorse in raising money and going to these rich billionaire, millionaire, celebrity Democrats? How often is there buyer's remorse and saying, I'm not doing it next time?
They all have that right now. They're like you, super wealthy. They view things as a business proposition. They're not donating because they're generous or they care about our country. They don't give a blank article. They don't care. It's about their company and it's about who can serve their interests the best. Let me tell you, the going rate for an ambassadorship nowadays is you either raise 10 million or give 1 to 2 million. There's a difference between giving and raising. You know what I mean? Like you can personally write a check for 2 million, and that's about the equivalent of raising 10 million of somebody else's.
Because it's your own money.
It's your own money. And there's actually an abbreviation for that. It's OPM. Other people's money. Right. Do not ever use your own money. Always raise OPM.
We take that note.
I mean, that's just good business sense in every sphere of life.
Right.
But these people, a lot of them, I'm in touch with Hollywood actors and actresses. George Clooney was the one who went public and said.
I said Robert Downey Jr. I meant to say George Clooney. My apologies.
He said that getting involved in politics was one of the biggest miscalculations of his life.
He said that.
Jennifer Lawrence said, I finally realized that Americans don't care about celebrity endorsements, so I'm not going to.
When did she say that?
She said that
recently.
In
really?
the past year.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Okay, good for her.
These celebrities are finally realizing that they have no power and they become laughing stocks.
Taylor Swift was one of the main. You would think. Remember we were.
It's going to make a shift. It's going to be this.
It's going to be a shift, and then it's like, if Taylor Swift negative, if Taylor Swift can't even move the needle that much in a positive direction, you're absolutely right. It doesn't matter at all. Like nobody cares about you. Just make the movies. Wow. Make me laugh.
Have you heard her MAGA coded music recently? I want to have kids. I want to.
Weird.
Yeah, exactly. She's definitely changed a lot.
Your thoughts on this? And we'll move on.
This has been going on for a while, and God rest their souls. But I used to love to listen to Hunter S. Thompson and P.J. O'Rourke debate. Remember P.J. O'Rourke, conservative libertarian, then Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter S. Thompson said, if you're trying to get kids to vote with celebrities and musicians, you're making a mistake. We put so much effort into Rock the Vote because we wanted to go after Bush. But the little bastards didn't know they were supposed to go home and do something about it. And he said they held all these concerts with Bruce Springsteen and everything, and it was so funny. I'll say it again. He goes, those little bastards didn't know they were supposed to go home and do something about it. And it's because celebrity largely doesn't work because celebrity is not purpose, it's not vision, it's not visceral.
Right.
It's not visceral because if you had a celebrity that had been through something horrible, now you have visceral, you have vision, you have connection, you have, oh my gosh, I could see this, we need to fix this. Celebrity with cancer, things like that. There's believability.
Well, the good news there is, who typically gets celebrities? The left or the right?
The left. That's what I'm saying. It's actually good Remember the Taylor Swift actually had a negative effect in certain swing states.
Did, yeah.
Had a negative effect in Georgia.
Minus 149 is the number I remember. Beyonce showed up. They got everybody.
Wait, you mean to tell me you of all people, Megan Thee Stallion twerking for Kamala's rally didn't do nothing? You didn't vote Kamala?
Well, I had a Jones for Megan, but I'm telling you, it just didn't get to the voting booth.
Think about it, twerking in front of everybody. They're like, people are going to go out and vote because of that. They're so out of touch. It's insane.